Last time on One Piece, a massive festival and feast was held in honor of the defeat of Kaido, with none of the people of Wano, except a select few, aware of the fact that Luffy and the crew were the ones who had saved the day. But while Luffy was partying it up with all of his friends and allies, Eustace, Kid, and Law found out something very interesting from Apu. Kid, Law, and Luffy had all received bounties of 3 billion berries each. But something even more crucial was discovered as well, as Eustace came rushing after Luffy to take him down, because Luffy had been declared, as you can see on the screen, one of the 4 Emperors of the Sea, alongside Buggy, Shanks, and Blackbeard. What does this all mean? Especially now that a Navy Admiral has made his way to Wano, having defeated the rest of Kaido's forces, including King and Queen, leaving a path of foliage in his wake. How powerful is this admiral who has come for Luffy's head? Join me as I find out. Won't you? Won't you? I love this. I love this page. This is beautiful. The 4 emperors, and written out in English too. Like, we call them Yonko, but no, they're in English 4 emperors. And now they're saying, Flower capital, Wano, and the people are yucking it up, saying, Dendro, you notice too? We mustn't let Sir Luffy and his companions hear about this. Come, cat. Huh? Oh, okay. It's the Scabbards. They notice Fujitora's presence. Not Fujitora. Green Bull, whatever. How do you say his name? I forgot how you say it in Japanese. Ryokugyu. There it is. And you see Ryokugyu making his way to Wano as he says, the thing about influence is, when you really want it, it can be hard to gain. What is he saying? He stops, though, and says, Hey, samurai, you better not try to stop me. As we see Nekomamushi, Kawamatsu, Dendro, Inuarashi, Shinobu, and Raizo blocking Ryokugyu's path. Raizo tells the rest of them he's from the Navy. They're Sir Luffy's enemies abroad. Ryokugyu, sprouting out wood from his body, points at them and says, so you know how things work outside of here. The celestial dragons are the gods of the world. And here in this country, unaffiliated with the world government, you have no human right. And as his tendrils go after the Scabbards, he says, don't blame me for it. It's how the world works. Grove of Wrath. I'm a woodsman with the powers of the woods fruit. The forest is just as much a cradle of life as the sea. It is a pure logia. Nature itself. Wow. A pure logia. A lot of us were questioning if there was ever going to be a logia fruit that was woods, plants, whatever, but yeah, them Hashirama cells. Though it feels more like he's trying to tell them and warn them of what they're about to encounter more than anything else. I don't know, I still feel like he'd be more of an ally than anything else. And as the people are partying in the background, just like before, man, that party is so raucous, they never hear anything going on outside of the Flower Capital. Flower Capital. Ryokugyu has the power of foliage. He tells them, let me teach you something. Humankind has lasted through the ages by creating and defaning the inferior. All the rest of us can look down our noses at you unaffiliated countries. Discrimination creates solace. Yeah, I feel like he's full of shit. No one would normally say this. It doesn't matter how many people die in this country because the law does not apply here. Just try to stop me. I'll kill thousands of you. Anything to ensure I reach Straw Hat Luffy. Oh, and then in comes Yamato, bringing down the club right on Ryokugyu's head, saying, you won't be doing a single word of that. Ryokugyu is smacked in the head and goes smashing down into the ground. He clutches his head, saying, yow, that's some tough hockey. Yamato yells at Ryokugyu, saying, the people have withstood 20 years of oppression. I won't let you ruin their chance to finally celebrate and allow their hearts to be feel free again. Ryokugyu questions, who are you? As Kawamatsu cries out, Sir Yamato. Yamato states, I'm Yamato, the son of Kaido. Ryokugyu is taken back saying, son of Kaido. And then in comes Momonosuke in his dragon form, saying, well said, Yamato. The heroes have yet to heal from their battle, and we won't allow you to harm them. Ryokugyu looks up and says, a dragon? Momonosuke says, blast breath! And nothing comes out. Ryokugyu looks at him saying, what? Yamato and Kawamatsu cry out for Momonosuke as he goes rushing towards Ryokugyu, saying, "As I was saying, leave this place, be gone from the capital." As he bites into Ryokugyu, he says, "Do not make them worry. I swear an oath to them." Ryokugyu questions, "A pink dragon? That's weird. I haven't heard of anyone with those powers." Ryokugyu then uses his powers to bind Momonosuke, saying, "Move it!" The scabbards cry out for Momonosuke, while Momo says, "Yamato, you must not fight." Yamato questions, "What?" Oh, meanwhile, at the sea near Wano, aboard Shanks' ship, the Red Horse, and Shanks says there's a weird one mixed into the bunch. His crew cries out, "Let's go to him, Captain. Luffy's a great pirate now." Shanks says, "It's been ages. Haven't been here since we said farewell to Odin. I suppose Momo and Hiyori are all grown up now." Lucky Roo says, "Captain, let's go see Luffy." Bonk Punch says, "He's amazing. Look how far he's come." Usopp says, "Wait, let's not disembark. I don't think I'm ready to see Usopp yet. Lime Juice says, "That's not named kid is still around, right? He's gotta pay for picking a fight with us." Damn. Shanks looks at the newspaper and Luffy's new wanted poster, thinking to himself, well. We flash back to years ago when they stole the gum fruit aboard the government ship. They said, "That's Red Hair's ship." Well, Ben Beckman says, "Seems like there's a CP9 agent on board. That's trouble." Shanks says, "Nothing to worry about. We sail." And they raid the government ship. Oh, okay, Who's Who had the horns even back then? I thought they were fake, but no, Who's Who's horns are actually his horns. Okay, so he's part of that race too. Who's Who says, "What are they after? There's no treasure here. Only a single devil fruit. What could that mean to them? It just turns you into rubber, right?" And then Shanks thinks back to hanging out with Luffy, showing off his treasured hat, the encounter with the Lord of the Coast, the loss of his arm. Wow. There are a few people on Shanks' ship who look a little weird. The crew says, "Guess all the bosses know that Straw Hat Luffy guy. You know what I heard about Straw Hat Luffy? That he's like some monstrous, uncontrollable ape of a man. At least that's what they say." So there are members of Shanks' crew who know nothing about Luffy. That's wild. Shanks turns to the rest of his group and says, "I'm not interested in seeing Luffy." Lucky Ruse is like, "What? No." Shanks tells him, "Remember what's happening in our territory now? Oh, there's that follower of Luffy's, Bart something. He burned our flags down and replaced them with Luffy's." Oh god. So how would that make me look? What happens to the trust put in me? Lucky Roo says, "Well, okay, I guess you have a point." Oh, Bart. Bartolomeo, you ruined everything. I wonder if that's Shanks' own criteria. Shanks goes over and sits next to Ben Beckman. He pours himself a cup of sake and says, "Say, Beck, I think it's time we make our move. Let's claim the One Piece." Oh, shit. Shanks is going after the One Piece, too. And Navy HQ, New World. Akainu, I think I see brand new. Who is he talking to? Is that Smoker? Kinda looks like Smoker, but he's wearing all black. Well, the person says, "We can't let the revolutionaries keep running unchecked, Akainu." Akainu says, "I know that, but we don't have troops to send." He's then told they're calling him Flame Emperor Sabo now. He's the hero of the entire world. Person then says, 800 years ago, the world government was created by 20 founders. Of their descendants, only Nefeltari Cobra attended the reverie this year, which is why his murder was so meaningful to the Revolutionary Army. Holy shit! What? Sabo kills Cobra? No, that doesn't make any sense. Sabo wouldn't kill Cobra. He has no reason to. With everything that's gone down in Alabasta? Oh jeez, I thought the chapter was about to end. There's still pages left. Holy shit. Just hours before that, in the land of the gods, the living area of the celestial dragon, they destroyed the hoof of the celestial dragons, symbol of the world nobles, in a declaration of war. Admirals Ryokugyu and Fujitora led the navy into battle, but in the end, the ex-revolutionary and celestial dragon slave Bartholomew Kuma was freed. What happened to Jewelry Bonnie? And all of the revolutionaries escaped. All of them escaped. So what they were crying over was that Sabo killed Cobra? The person then says, I'm certain that it was difficult for the admirals to exhibit their full power in the land of the gods. Akainu says, don't make excuses for him. And then he says, and what about the disappearance of Princess Vivi, which happened at the same time as Cobra's murder? No, I think the government had something to do with that and pinned it on the revolutionaries because that was the easiest thing to do. Okay, the person he was talking to is Director, Naval Bureau of Investigation, Kuroma Tensei. Kuroma says, we're still investigating that matter, as well as any possible connections between the two. Akina says, it's a double blow for Alabasta. Kuroma says, the ship's still at the Red Port. In fact, they can't send it home with all that's going on. Oh, it was Kizaru who was here. I thought it was brand new. Kizaru says, can we assume the attempted murder of St. Carlos is solved then? Someone tried to kill St. Carlos too? Nah, it's all people who have some kind of opposition to the government in some way, shape, or form. Kuroma says, as far as the accusations that St. Mosgard let the attacker escape, that's being deliberated in the land of the gods. The Holy Knights have intervened, and it's all a big mess now. Akainu says, let them figure it out. Kuroma says, but in each case, the public is convinced that Sabo was the one pulling the string, and it's causing quite a stir. Add to the recent events orchestrated during the king's return, with the 8-nation revolution, and now the many sparks of rebellion smoldering all over the world are beginning to worship him like he's some kind of god. Holy shit, looking to Sabo like a god. At this point in time, he's so popular that he might have more influence than Dragon, commander-in-chief of the revolutionary. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And you see, yeah, we last saw a picture of Sabo in some place, a giant picture, so he's being worshipped as the leader of the revolutionary. And Kizaru questions, and now his brother, Straw Hat Luffy, is an emperor of the sea. And you see someone standing before a picture of Sabo saying, in the world of pirates, the Flame Emperor's brother has upended the old order. The times are changing indeed. Also, people now even know what Luffy has done. The general masses. Holy shit. Akainu looks over the sea and says, this is one hell of an age I had to be Fleet Admiral in. But no matter who comes at us, I'll drive each and every one of them back into the depths of the sea. Now, it's a setup. It's totally a setup. There's no way. I couldn't be hyped about any of it because I'm just like, no. It's all a setup. Assassination of St. Carlos, pinning it on Mosgard? Come on. The assassination of Carlos, I think it might have been Bonnie. And the one who let them go was Mosgard. It had to be Bonnie. And they managed to get away with Kuma, too. But does that even matter? Kuma's not even himself anymore. Did she escape with the revolutionaries? And Cobra dead? I don't believe it. And Sabo blamed for Cobra's murder? I believe it even less. And Vivi's gone? No. Something's really up here. Something is fishy as fuck. And for a story about the sea? Jesus. Not to mention, anyone could have gotten to anywhere at any point. Ryokugyu's already on Wano. Anything could have happened in the meantime. This is wild. And Shanks wanting to compete against Luffy and not wanting to appear weak because of the fact that Bartolomeo has challenged his territories in Luffy's name. The Davy back fight theories might be true in the end. A certain kind of way to face off. I love that Lime Juice is just like, I want to kick that kid's ass. That punk kid beat his ass for having to confuse a name, and Yasop not wanting to see his son. He's a coward in a whole nother way. I never even considered that. But everything going on with Ryokugyu, yeah, there's something off there. There is something deeply off. Because the way he's speaking, like he's trying to tell them, it's just like, the government doesn't care about you. They'll slaughter you by the dozens because you're not affiliated with them. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you are playing a part, dude. Either you are way too interested in what you're doing, or he's playing a part to get a message across. Like, I feel like he's trying to tell them, the government is not your ally. The government is not your friend. You see them, go on the offensive. They are not looking for your best interest. But Momo telling Yamato not to fight, I wonder about that too. Does he want Yamato to escape with the Straw Hats, maybe? There's a lot of questions here. And now Ryokugyu, a Marine, knows that Yamato is the son of Kaido. Like, holy shit. Yeah, something's up there. Something is definitely up. I didn't even read out the chapter title. Chapter 1054, Flame Emperor. Something is off here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Ryokugyu is playing a part? The whole assassination of Kobri, disappearance of Vivi, it's a smokescreen. There's something deeper going on there, for positive or for worse. Bonnie had to try to take out St. Carlos because that's the biggest connection there, and Moscar probably helped them to escape. But I think CP0 might have gone after Cobra and tried to go after Vivi as well, because we know that the Gorosei ordered some form of elimination, were ordered by Im to eliminate. Something deeper is going on there. Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments section below. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, bell, all that good YouTube stuff. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye!